It's a battle for control of hip-hop, and the stakes have never been higher. For the last decade, Drake has stood at the very top of the rap game, dominating the charts, breaking records, and solidifying his position as the genre's king. But there's a new force that's come to shake up everything Drake has built, and that force is none other than Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick's influence on the culture has been undeniable. From his breakout album Good Kid, m.A.A.d, to his groundbreaking Damn, and now Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick has done something that few artists in history can claim. He has redefined what it means to be an artist. Kendrick doesn't just drop music, he drops cultural statements that resonate with generations, forcing everyone to listen and think. Now, as we enter a new era in hip-hop, Drake finds himself at a crossroads. The wave Kendrick has created seems impossible to match, and the more Kendrick rises, the more Drake feels the pressure. And it's not just about the music anymore. No, this is personal. Drake isn't just losing his grip on the rap game, he's losing control of his own narrative. And that's where the real drama begins. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into how Drake, in collaboration with some unexpected allies, is making a last-ditch effort to dethrone Kendrick Lamar. It's an all-out war for supremacy, and it's not going to end quietly. Grab a seat, because this story is about to get wild. Drake has been the undisputed leader of rap for over a decade. His rise from Toronto's underground to global superstardom is a testament to his relentless work ethic, talent, and ability to dominate every inch of the music industry. With hit after hit, Drake has become synonymous with success in hip-hop. No one could touch him, until now. Enter Kendrick Lamar. While Drake was busy making the biggest hits of his career, Kendrick was working on something entirely different. Kendrick didn't just want to be the biggest rapper in the world, he wanted to be the most impactful. His music isn't just catchy or commercially successful, it's filled with deep introspection, social commentary, and artistic expression that challenges the very fabric of the genre. With albums like Good Kid, m.A.A.d, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn, Kendrick became the voice of a generation. Not just an artist, but a leader in the movement to bring rap back to its roots. His authenticity, his refusal to conform to industry expectations, has struck a chord with millions of fans. It's something that Drake can't replicate, no matter how many hits he drops or how many records he sells. For Drake, this is a problem. A huge problem. Because for the first time in his career, someone has come along who's not only taken the spotlight away from him, but who's redefining the very essence of rap music itself. It's a challenge Drake wasn't prepared for, and now he's scrambling to reclaim the throne. But this battle isn't just about albums or accolades. This is about control. The control of the narrative, the control of the culture. And as Kendrick continues to rise, Drake is beginning to realize something. He can't just compete with Kendrick's music. He has to do something bigger, something louder. Drake is no stranger to competition. In fact, throughout his career, he's had his fair share of beefs and rivalries. But what's happening now is different. Drake isn't just facing another rapper on the rise, he's facing a cultural shift. Kendrick Lamar represents everything Drake has built his career on: authenticity, artistry, and cultural relevance. But Kendrick does it in a way that challenges the very system that Drake has excelled within. And Drake knows this. More than ever, Drake's position in the rap game is under threat, and that threat is coming from Kendrick. But instead of stepping back and reflecting, Drake is doing something unexpected. He's going on the offensive. For the first time in his career, Drake is acting out of desperation. He's not just trying to drop another hit song or album, he's fighting for his place in history. And the more Kendrick rises, the more frantic Drake becomes. He can't sit back and let Kendrick take his crown. He has to act. Fast. Drake's desperation is becoming apparent in the way he's speaking, the things he's saying, and the moves he's making behind the scenes. It's no longer just about making music that sells. It's about making sure that Kendrick's rise is stopped in its tracks. And that's where the plan begins. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. For years, Kanye West and Drake have had one of the most complicated and public rivalries in hip-hop history. From diss tracks to drama-filled moments, it seemed like these two would never find common ground. But in this current moment, something has changed. Despite their past beefs, Kanye West is now on the verge of becoming one of Drake's biggest allies. Why? Because Kanye, like Drake, is also threatened by Kendrick Lamar's influence. Kanye has always been a polarizing figure in the industry, but recently his comments about Kendrick have been eye-opening. Kanye, who has been outspoken about the industry's control over artists, sees Kendrick Lamar as a product of the same system that he himself has fought against. And that's where Drake and Kanye start to see eye to eye. Despite their past issues, they're both angry at the same thing. Kendrick Lamar's rise represents a system they feel is out of their control, and they want to take it down. Kanye's influence in this battle cannot be overstated. His words are powerful, and every statement he makes about Kendrick adds fuel to the fire. And with Drake's team strategically aligning with Kanye, this partnership is turning into one of the most unexpected, yet impactful moves in hip-hop. Kanye's voice is the amplifier Drake needs to start his full-on assault on Kendrick. This isn't just about music anymore. This is about power, influence, and the narrative surrounding who gets to control the culture. And with Kanye on his side, Drake feels like he has a fighting chance. Behind closed doors, a plan is being set in motion that will shake the very foundation of hip-hop. Drake and Kanye, along with their closest allies, including media personality academics, are gearing up for a full-scale assault on Kendrick Lamar's reputation. This isn't just about dissing Kendrick in a song or a tweet. It's about taking over the conversation around his success and questioning his legitimacy as an artist. Expect to see a series of loud interviews, bold public statements, and media strategies that will call out Kendrick in ways we've never seen before. This isn't just an attempt to dethrone Kendrick musically. It's a calculated campaign to discredit everything Kendrick has achieved in the eyes of the public. The real kicker? Kanye is playing a huge part in this. His comments are being used strategically to stir up controversy and create division among Kendrick's fans. And with academics' help, this narrative is about to get louder than ever. The goal is clear: to make Kendrick seem like an industry puppet, controlled by forces outside his own artistry. They want to undermine everything Kendrick stands for and position themselves as the true voices of hip-hop. But what's even more interesting is that Drake and Kanye aren't just doing this alone. The media, the fans, and the influencers are all part of this equation. It's not just about the music, it's about shaping the future of hip-hop. This is more than just a rap beef. It's about the future of hip-hop itself. Kendrick Lamar isn't just an artist, he's a symbol of everything the industry has been pushing toward. His authenticity, his refusal to conform to mainstream expectations, and his ability to speak truth to power have made him a revolutionary figure in rap. He's more than just a rapper. He's a cultural icon. For Drake and Kanye, Kendrick's rise is a challenge to their own relevance. They both see him as a direct threat to the status quo, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to take him down. Because Kendrick Lamar represents the change they fear, the change they refuse to accept. It's not just about music. It's about the very essence of what hip-hop stands for, and Kendrick Lamar is pushing it in a direction that neither Drake nor Kanye can follow. That's why, for them, this battle is personal. It's no longer just about who's the better rapper. It's about who gets to define the future of hip-hop. At the heart of this conflict is the notion of control. Control over the narrative, control over the industry, and control over the fans. Drake and Kanye are painting Kendrick as a product of the system, a puppet controlled by the very forces that have kept them down. They argue that Kendrick's success isn't a result of his artistry, but rather the industry's manipulation of the public. In their eyes, Kendrick is being pushed to the forefront because he plays by the rules, while they've been the ones who've had to fight against the system. But the reality is much more complicated. Kendrick Lamar's success isn't just about playing the industry's game. It's about his ability to create art that resonates with people on a deep level. Kendrick's authenticity, his raw emotion, and his fearless approach to addressing social issues have made him a force that the industry can't ignore. So, as Drake and Kanye try to turn the narrative against Kendrick, they're really exposing their own insecurities. They can't handle the fact that Kendrick is outgrowing them, not just in music, but in cultural influence as well. The battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar isn't just a rivalry, it's a war for the soul of hip-hop. Drake and Kanye, with their combined forces, are trying to take down the very artist who has redefined what it means to be a rapper in today's world. But will they succeed? As the drama unfolds and the media frenzy escalates, one thing is certain. Kendrick Lamar isn't backing down. He continues to make music that speaks for itself, and no amount of noise from Drake and Kanye can take that away. The question is, how far will Drake and Kanye go in their desperate attempt to undermine Kendrick's legacy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this new effort to take down Kendrick Lamar? Will it work, or is it just another failed attempt at discrediting one of the greatest artists of our generation? If you made it this far,